Alright, well here we are at the Corvair Ranch. This would be the world's largest graveyard for Corvairs. Everything from the pickups, the vans, delivery panel trucks, 2 doors, 4 doors. So here I'll just give you like an idea, and I'll have a drone shot later to show you just the magnitude of how many cars are out here. We're almost done with December 2020. So we figured we'd come out here, film this for you all so you all can see it. Now the reason, I know I do a lot of European cars, but the reason I really love the Corvair obviously is because the flat engine, air cooled, and it just kind of reminded me of how the Porsches and the VWs were. Actually, we used to see a lot of the 914s and everything with the Corvair motor swaps. They had turbo Corvair motors, and just really neat. But I think it really is a gorgeous design. And what's cool is because if you see here, because it's air cooled, you don't need the front vents, and you can have the front hood really low because there's no big engine up there, since you don't need any airflow up front, no radiator, which I think just makes such a cool design. I mean, if you look at the new age vehicles like Teslas, they don't need front grills because they're electric. They're kind of a similar process with these. Guess it needed a corner to a hood, but yeah, any kind of part you can imagine, engine, everything. This will be where it's at. We'll talk about Patina. See, the other difference is with the cars that are here, a lot of them are used for parts, and they're not underneath any kind of tree line. You see it's pretty open. So the sun just kind of bakes this paint. I like to kind of film these and document it that way. You know, one day these things will be even harder and harder to find, especially with analog cars kind of disappearing. So, oh, this one's beautiful. Let's go check that out. Here you can see this row is nothing but the station wagons, which I think these are only early 60s. I think they stopped those in 1962 to make way for the convertible. But look at all these Corvairs. So these were actually only produced for about 9 years, 60 to 69. I believe they came out in 59. And it should be the only American designed, mass-produced vehicle with an air-cooled rear engine. You can see these look very similar to those Type 3 Volkswagen Squarebacks. I mean, with the price of the VW single cabs and everything going up, look how cool that is. So your engine will actually be underneath this panel, if it's still there. Yep, she's still there. You see the top mounted fan, very similar to the Porsche. Oh yeah, kind of make your own motorhome. Somehow you got poop in that. There's your bed. There's your shower. Oh, I hear something living in this. And then your little engine back there. This one looks like it may have had to have been widened. Here's another row, and you can see there's just rows and rows of them. I think the drone footage will really show, put perspective on how large this place is, but they're not all Corvairs. I see a couple other ones, but mainly the Corvair engine. And here's like cool louvers here to get airflow to the back. That's where the engine was. This is the sedan version. A lot of these are still being raced today. We'll see them up at, Summit Point, West Virginia racing in the Vintage Series, and they make pretty good race cars actually. Low center point of gravity. And just like the other videos I've done, make sure to like and subscribe, and we're always finding cool stuff, and yeah, sometimes it can be hard to find them, but if you ask around, kind of do your own searching, and sure enough, like there'll be something in your town. Most of the stuff I find is very local to me, and it's just in a couple hour drive or something. You can come out and actually film this stuff. All right, so here's one on its side, but what's good here is I can show you a good example of how the engine is mounted into the vehicle. See, it's like a pancake style flat engine, just like a Porsche. Here we are, you can actually see the wagon row. There's nothing but rows of wagons, so it's pretty organized here. What's nice is they have also stockpiles of trim and lighting and everything that you could really need for a Corvair. This will be the place to get it. It is called Corvair Ranch. It is in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Lakewood. These are cool too, these old dealership emblems. So this one's showing Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, which is really close to where my shop is at. And we love Chambersburg, but it's cool to see these. Glen Bream. Let's see another one here. Hanover, Pennsylvania. I don't know if you can see that. Well, it's starting to rain here a little bit, so I'll show you the vans. These are really cool too. I mean, very similar to the Volkswagen. I think actually a little bit more usable. So, you know, I do follow up on a lot of the comments and suggestions from people. I see you guys want to see a lot more American cars, and, you know, the guys over in the UK and Germany want to see more European cars buried away here in America. So really, you know, let me know, or if you got a spot you want me to come out and film. I love just documenting this stuff, especially if these parts can help save another one that you're working on, or if you want to get into this thing. Oh, this is cool. It's like old sign lettering. State Electric Inc. So yeah, you know, like most vans, they were used for businesses, but now that would make such a sick parts hauler for my shop. So yeah, just in the comments below, let me know what else you want me to film, or if you got an area that's somewhere close to the, you know, Maryland, PA, Virginia area. Look at all the bumpers. I think it looks pretty good in silver. All right, so like I was saying before, you can see you got the louvers here. This one's still all complete, but that's where your engine would be. So it's very similar to, like, you know, the 911s, where you can't put stuff back here because it's required for cooling. So it can't be used as a trunk like on the 914s that are air cooled. But like a VW bus or bug, you know, that's where your engine's in the rear, and it can really keep this super flat shape in the rear, and then the front is where you'd have your trunk, and then just a little bubble there to drive. Let's see if it's open. Yep, she's open. I mean, there's no floor left, but you can see the flat floor. Since there's no engine or transmission in the front, you don't need a transmission tunnel. Similar to like a minivan, you know, it can be a completely flat floor, which gives you a lot of leg room. Yeah, this is a bad example because there's nothing left of it, but just for gits, I'll show you these homemade car haulers. This one's an old school bus. Yeah, not bad. Still pretty decent in there. You got your electrical outlets. Yeah, it makes me want to be a school bus driver. So this was a race car hauler. You can see it says Grouch Racing. So I'll have to look them up, see what they used to haul with this. I would say there's probably 8 or 9 rows of different year Corvairs. So you can see a lot of them. A lot of the early 60s ones, some Monzas mixed in here. 500s, 700s, 900s. You saw some Lakewoods back there. It's pretty cool. Guy's awfully nice too. Kind of let you cruise around if you need to, if you're looking for parts. Then if you stay subscribed to this channel, you'll see an abandoned Ferrari that I have not filmed yet. That one's going to be cool.